everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a little get ready with me. I feel like I haven't just like chatted with you guys outside of vlogging in a long time. So I thought it'd be a great time to chit chat while I got ready. I have a couple other videos to film. So yeah, I think that is the plan. So I'm just making sure this is a little crooked. Hopefully it's not too, that's a little better. So yeah, we're gonna use my everyday makeup bag, which I think you've seen the like refresh of it, so it's everything from that, but I'll show you as I go. I already have like my skincare and sunscreen on, so let's just hop right in with foundation. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Balm Serum Boosted Skin Tint. This is the shade 6. I actually thought I had a lot more of this left, and I've actually like, that's it. That's all I have left. So kind of glad to be like using it up, which is nice. But anyway, hi, how's it going? I feel like I have a lot to tell you, but my mind is like going too fast for me to remember. So let's start with travel stuff. We actually do have travel coming up fairly soon. We're going to Florida here in a few weeks, which I'm very excited about. I think I've talked about it before. My dad has a house in Palm Beach. And so we like to go down there at least once a year, sometimes twice. I think this year it's going to be twice, but it's just a great, quick, easy getaway. The boys, well, William's never been, but David loves it. They have a pool, and it's just like an easy trip for us to make. We have a place to stay. We know exactly where we're going, what we're doing, all those kind of things. We know how to pack. We know what we like need to pack and what's already there, all that kind of stuff. We don't have to worry about like making lots of plans or anything like that, so it makes it super easy, and we love that. So we have that, and then we've actually made quite a bit of plans for the upcoming year, just because there's a lot going on in this upcoming year. So like I said, we'll probably go to Florida again in like the early part of the year, but then William turns 1, so just like for David's first birthday, we booked a trip to Disney, which obviously we're very excited about. So we've got that booked. And then my sister also is graduating from grad school, which is so exciting. I'm so proud of her. So we're going to go to DC to see her graduate from grad school, because that's just like an awesome accomplishment. I'm never going to grad school, so she's already smarter than me. But so we're gonna go to DC, which also will be super fun, because I feel like David's at such a good age that he's gonna love like the museums and stuff. Like Air and Space is gonna be like mind-blowing to him. So we have that planned. And then it's also Matt and myself's 10-year wedding anniversary next year, which is crazy. I can't believe we've been married for almost 10 years. I think we're coming up on 13 years like together. Again, crazy to think about, but oh my gosh, what was I gonna say? So we want to go do something for obviously our 10-year anniversary, because that's a big one, and we think we want to do Hawaii, but we haven't like planned that. Our anniversary is in May. It's actually over the same weekend that we'd be in DC for my sister's graduation as well as Matt's birthday. They're all in the same weekend, so we're not going like on our actual anniversary. We're thinking about going like closer to next Thanksgiving. So I know that's like super far out, but it's a big trip, so we want to make sure we have like enough time to like plan it and save, and you know, make sure we're not going too crazy. But obviously we want to, like I said, do something for that, because it is a big anniversary. Sorry, my nose is running. So those are kind of our upcoming travel plans. Like I said, I know it's a lot, and there's like, it's pretty far in the future, but there's some like big things, so we're trying to like be proactive. I just used the Lancome Serum Concealer in the shade 120. I love this concealer. It's so beautiful. It looks so pretty under the eyes. It's just like a great concealer. I'm going to do a little bit of cream, bronzer, and highlighter, and blush and stuff. This is the Merit Bronze Balm and Cyan. I just kind of do this all over the place. It's so pretty. So those are kind of like our next sort of things. Obviously the trip in November is already planned. We don't have our second trip to Florida planned yet, but I'm sure it'll happen. And then we've already got our Disney trip like pretty much planned. Like we have our room and our tickets, which is like the biggest thing to do in advance for Disney. And then normally for Disney, I would do like the whole wake up super early, 60 days out, and do dining plans. I might do a few this time around, but it's such a big group because like grandparents are coming and Matt's sister might join us for a day or whatever. It's just so many people that for me, it's too hard to find dining plans for all those people, or I'd have to like split the group up into two, and then it makes it a little bit more complicated when you have that big of a group at Disney to make dining plans. So I might make a few, like we might do one dinner like on William's actual birthday with everybody, and then we might do like a family, just like me and the boys and Matt. We might do a character breakfast one day. And then I would love to try to get into Beacon Barrel, which is the new Pirates of the Caribbean themed bar in Magic Kingdom. Other than that, I'm not going to make like any crazy plans this time around because like I said, it's just too many people. It's too hard with that many people to find places to eat besides like the beer garden, Epcot. Otherwise, it's like so hard to find reservations for that big of a group. So I don't think I'm gonna do much planning for there. So like I said, the major planning is already done then, which is nice. So that's kind of like what is going on with us right now for travel. I just like I said, just a lot because of all the stuff that's happening next year. It just is one of those years, you know what I mean? So that's what's happening with that. The other thing I need some advice on for Disney and just in general. We bought a double stroller when William was born. And it's fine. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of bulky. But I liked it because it fit our car seat. So I didn't have to get a new car seat and a new stroller. I could just get this stroller. But this stroller only, like one person faces forward and the other one has to face backwards. And it's a smaller seat. And I think eventually it's just not going to work with us anymore. So we're kind of looking at getting a different double stroller for like travel and for Disney. And so if you have any recommendations, we don't want a side-by-side. We don't want a side-by-side. We want a tandem. I just think a tandem would be easier in like airports and especially at Disney. We're staying in a resort that's on the Skyliner, so I wouldn't have to fold it to get on the Skyliner. So like if William's asleep or David's asleep, I wouldn't have to take them out and wake them up and get on the Skyliner. Like it would just be, so that's kind of our thought process. And I think I found one. The Baby Trend one looks pretty good, but I'm not sure. So give me your opinions. Let me know if you have one you love. I just used the Live Tinted Hugo Blush Crush in Infatuated on my cheeks. And then I'm going to use the Nude Sticks All Over Highlighting Color in Illuminati as my highlight. And I know this still needs like a little bit of blending. I need a little bit of concealer. I kind of messed up a little bit, but it's fine. We'll fix it. So yeah, if you have any like double stroller recommendations that are tandem, that'd be great. I noticed a lot of the tandems are like they're kind of heavy, but that's okay. I would rather have a tandem, I think. We also looked at like the side-by-side double like umbrella strollers. I'm just not convinced that that's the right move for us. I don't know. Let me know what your opinion is. If you have a double stroller that you like love and have traveled with, let me know. Because we don't use the double stroller a ton like around town. We use it mostly when we're like traveling or like we're going to like a festival or something like that where we know David's gonna want to sit in the stroller at some point and like eat a snack or rest his feet. That's what we kind of use it mostly for. Day-to-day life, we kind of use a single. It's just easier. David's 3.5, he can walk when we're doing most things, right? But if there's like a lot of walking involved or something like that where we know he's gonna want to take breaks and sit down, the double is great. We just need like a better one. I just cleaned up a little bit with that concealer again. Let me just kind of, this one little once over. All right, I'm gonna set all that with the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 10 Fair. This is the loose powder one. Hold on, I have hair. Don't you hate that when you have a hair on your face, you can feel it? I hate that. Anyway, what else is going on? I am officially out of my boot full time. I kind of took it slow and like didn't go many places when I first got it off, but I've gone more and more places and my calf feels great. It feels fine. I have a little bit of pain like in my Achilles, so I'm hoping nothing was like really wrong there. It just is like tight from my muscle being pulled because it's all connected. But yeah, it feels good to not have that booter on anymore with a toddler and a newborn. Well, he's not a newborn anymore, but with a baby. Being in a boot was not fun. So that is, we're happy about that. What else is going on? I feel like the travel stuff is like the biggest thing, which is just crazy to me. But we did redo the boys' bathroom. That's the other big thing that happened while I was away. But you can also go over to Instagram and see it. I'm gonna add a little bit more color with my Live Tinted Hue Beam Blushing Bronzer in Sahara Sunset. But it came out really nice. So we're on to our next house project, which is our closet. I think I've shown you before. We had, obviously I'm in our bathroom. Our bedroom has like a sitting room off of it almost, but it's not very like functional. And neither are either of the closets that are in our bedroom / bathroom. They're just not like super functional. So we're turning that sitting room into like a huge walk-in closet, which I'm so excited about. And our contractor is pretty much able to like fully customize it for us. So we can kind of do whatever we want, which is awesome, but also a little overwhelming because that means we have to like figure out exactly what we want and how we want it to look like and stuff. So that's like the next big project. And then our final one is this bathroom. This bathroom is just not it. And then actually you can kind of see this door here is a walk-in closet. We're actually gonna make that walk-in closet the shower and then move like the tub over and stuff. It's gonna be awesome when it's done, but we gotta do one thing at a time. So the house is slowly but surely coming together. I feel like moving when you're pregnant is it's great, right? Because you know that you have like more space for the baby or whatever. It just like feels like the right, like if you find it at the right time, there's never like just kind of like having a baby. This is getting ranty, but just like having a baby, there's never like a great time to move houses, right? Like it's never gonna be the perfect time. There's always gonna be something. So moving while I was pregnant was the right move for us, but then having the baby and trying to like get the house together has been a very slow process. So like our front room downstairs still has like no furniture in it and a few boxes and like stuff to donate, and it's just a little messy. So I feel like coming to this colder, slower sort of season will be nice. We'll be able to like get some stuff done around the house. Like me and Matt's offices are still messes. Like it's just one of those things. So I just used the It Cosmetics Superhero No Tug Shadow Stick in Tough Tan on my eyes. I'm gonna just quickly spray my face down with the Morphe Continuous Prep and Set Mist, just to set that all in. I don't have a lot going on today, but I just think it looks nice with the mist. And then while it's still damp, I'm just gonna take my makeup eraser and kind of get any product out of my eyebrows so I can put in the eyebrow gel. So yeah, I'm excited for like a slower season to come around. Yeah, it's nothing except for the leg and all the strep that's been running through our house. Matt had strep like 3 times this summer. I had it once. Besides those things, I feel like it's been like a really good season of life. William is an awesome baby. He's very calm. He doesn't fuss a ton. Like unless he's hungry or tired, he really doesn't fuss that much. He's very like determined to do things on his own, which is really funny to me because I feel like David got really frustrated with things. William will like try for 5 minutes to get a pacifier in his mouth. And he does eventually. David would have like just started crying and like got frustrated. So that's really fun. He's starting to like get in the mood where he's gonna be crawling and stuff soon, which is also crazy to me. I feel like I forgot how fast babies like change and learn how to do new things. So it's fun to watch him do new things, but it's also a little sad. I was talking to one of my friends about this. Like he's getting teeth in, and it makes me happy and sad all at the same time because like it's cool to see him grow and change and become like a whole human, but also I know he's my last baby, and so I'm sad like this is my last like gummy smile without teeth. Like, so I'm trying to like cherish all those moments, but also be excited for the next ones too. It's definitely like a weird feeling when you know that this is it. Like, I have only ever wanted 2 kids. And after giving birth to 2 kids, I'm like, for sure that's all I want. So, but it's a fun and kind of sad season all at the same time. I just use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel on my brows, and then the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. But that is my whole look done. This has kind of been my everyday makeup look for a while now. Super simple, super quick. If I wasn't talking to you guys, this probably would have taken me 5 minutes, 10 max, but really not that long. Like, super quick and easy, and I've been loving it. It's just like a great fall sort of look. It's kind of, honestly, it's my year-round look at this point. Kind of like warm and bronzy and easy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little like random chit chat. I know we talked about travel a lot, but that is what's been on our mind a lot. So figured I would share all that with you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We would love to have you join our little adventure family here. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I'll see you in my next adventure. Bye.